Okay, hello. This is Mike, and you're welcome to um, the training. All right, this is the first video of the training, and I'm going to be explaining the binary platform. All right. First thing I want to talk about is the binary and the derivative, right? Because someone asked me if they are both the same and which is preferable. Now, the reason I prefer binary, they are both the same. You can have the same interface, the same page, right, on the deriv, all right. And the reason I am endorsing or I am using the binary platform is because binary has this check out this time, this count, this time at the top, all right, this current lifetime that is counting, all right. Deriv does not have that, and we are going to be needing that when we are trading, or we are going to be needing that a lot when we're trading. That's why we're using the binary. We want to real time, we want to be able to see the time, and we don't have that on the deriv platform. So that is why we'll be using the binary.com platform. All right, they are both the same. Let me even show you. All right, let me show you. Okay, this is my deriv platform. You see the balance on the demo is absolutely the same, 9,976, and here on my binary it is 9,976. And now if you want to get this page on the deriv, you click on the menu, you click on this D trader, all right, this pop down, and you're going to click on smart trader, all right, smart trader, and it's going to give you the same page that we're actually using on the binary, all right. But you would notice that the countdown, the time is not here, all right, it's not here at all. The time is not here, which we are going to be needing when we're trading this. So that is why we're using the binary platform, all right. So I hope I've been able to answer your question. Now let's get down to it. All right, first and foremost, please, I want you guys to really follow me up on this, and this is very important. This first video is the most important video. If you didn't get it here, you're going to find it very difficult while we're moving forward. All right, now the first thing you need to change is the assets you're trading on. The assets we're currently trading on is the AUDJPY. All right, now we don't want to be trading on the AUDJPY. We want to be trading the volatility index alone. All right, you click on that, you click on this, and you scroll down to the bottom. We're going to be trading the volatility index. Now, even the volatility index has two types. All right, we have the volatility. Now look here, you have volatility 10 into brackets 1x index, all right, and we have volatility 10 index, all right. Same thing for everything. We have volatility 10, 25, 50, 75, 10, and they're like 2 all right. The only difference there is like the 1x in brackets. Now we don't want to be trading those 1x, all right. We want to be trading those normal volatility index, all right, because the 1x are fast moving volatility indexes, all right. They move very fast, and we don't want a market that is moving very fast. So we are going to be trading just the volatility index now, like the volatility 10 index, 25 index, 15 index, 75, and 100, all right. So let's click on the volatility 10 index, all right, for instance. Now another thing here you see here is the trading type, all right. You click here, you see select trade type, all right. So the trade type is also very important, all right. Now we have so many trade type here, so many, all right. But the one we're actually going to be trading on is the touch stroke no touch, all right. So click on the touch stroke no touch, all right. Now coming down, you see duration, all right. Now duration, we want to be trading. Now you can either trade ticks, minutes, hours, day. Ticks is like the seconds, all right. But we want to be trading minutes. We want to trade minutes for this strategy, and we want to be using the 2 minutes, all right. We want to be trading on the 2 minutes. All right, the next thing you will see here is the barrier offset. The barrier offset. Now this is very important. Now if you change this barrier offset, we're actually going to be changing the barrier offset. Well, when you change the barrier offset, the return on these touches and do not touches are going to change, all right. But first, let's talk about the touches and do not touches. Now you have two options to trade on this trading type. You can either trade the touches, or you can either trade the do not touches. Now I'm going to explain what this means. Let me quickly read the explanation at the bottom, all right. It said if you select touches, that is if you select these touches, all right, you win the payout. You are going to win this trade, if market touches the barrier at any time during the contract period. Now, what this means is there is usually like a line at the top, all right? It's called the barrier. There's a line, a dotted line at the top. It can either be at the top or at the bottom. I'm going to show you how you can either, whether it's at the top or at the bottom depends on you, all right? You can either change where you want the barrier to be. If you want it to be up, you can let it be up. If you want it to be down, you can let it be at the bottom, all right? Now, when you place a trade, when you click on the touches, right, your trade starts somewhere around around here. Now, if you click on the touch, all right, it means you want your trade to move, right, this to move and touch the barrier offset, whether up or down. If the barrier offset is down, you're predicting that when the market starts, it's going to move and touch the barrier offset. That is what you're actually predicting, all right? So, but if you say does not touch, all right, it means when your market starts, you don't want the market to touch the barrier offset no matter how, till it gets to 2 minutes. Now, the duration is 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, the trade is going to end. So for 2 minutes, you don't want the barrier, the market to touch the barrier offset. That is what does not touch means. And for touches, for 2 minutes, during 2 minutes, all right, you can touch maybe in 5 seconds, in 1 minute, in 1 minute 10 seconds, as long as before the 2 minutes runs out, the market touches the barrier offset. That's what this actually means. Now, another thing I need to talk about before we proceed is the return here. Now look at here, the return. It is very important. Now, the higher the return of any market type, of any trading type, the higher the return, the lower the chances of winning. All right. Now here, you see the return on the touches is 172, and the return on the does not touch is 52.3%. So it means the chances of winning these touches, if you actually place a trade here, if you click touches, is very slim. The chances of you winning is low, and the chances of you winning this does not touch is high, because just looking at this, because of the barrier of the return. All right, so that's what this actually means. Now, with this knowledge, we are going to be changing our barrier offset to make sure we actually want to be trading the touches. All right, we want to be trading touches, all right, and that is why we're going to be working on changing this barrier offset so that the return here is going to go down, is going to be lower, and our chances of winning is going to be higher. Hope you understand that. Now, to change this, we are going to be you're just going to take this 1.061. Let's go to our calculator. 1.061. I think I've done that. 1.061 1.061 divided by 6.5. All right, we have 0.163. all right, 0.163. So we're going to change this to 0.163. Look at the magic. All right, the return has changed to 17.8%. So whether you're trading on the volatility 10, 75, 25, 100, you just divide whatever you see in the barrier offset by 6.5, and you're going to have your return change to 17.8. Now, the chances of winning now for touches is very, very high, because the return is very, very low. Now look at the return on the do not touch. The return is 470.4%. So it means the chances of winning for this is very, very low. All right, because the return is very, very high. Now let's take just few trades. Okay, let me place a trade here right now. All right. So okay, I placed a trade just now, and let's see the result of the trade. Now we've immediately as I placed the trade, we won the trade. Why? Because the barrier, this is the barrier I was talking about. All right, it's just for this is where the market started, and this is the barrier. It's just for it to touch the barrier. All right, that is touches. Now the reason it touches it so rapidly is because we have reduced the percentage. All right, we have reduced the return. Normally, if the return is high, the barrier is going to be high up. All right. Now, because the return is low, the barrier is so close to the starting point. It is so close to the starting point that even one movement to the upside makes touches our barrier offset. Now, another thing now is now our barrier offset there is at the top. All right. Now, if you want to change our barrier offset to be at the bottom, all right, to be under our entry point, we are just going to change the plus sign to minus. All right, the plus sign to minus, and let's place a trade. Let's see. All right, let's see what this trade is saying. All right, you see, we want these two. All right, we want these two. Now, the good thing about this, now you can see here that the barrier offset is under. All right, it's below our starting point because we changed the plus sign to minus. If your barrier offset is plus, whatever the number is going to be it is going to be up. All right, and if it is minus, it's going to be down, just like this. All right, you see how fast it really touched this, because all right, the return is very low, so it is so the return is very low, so it is very close. And one thing I said earlier was, I think in the Telegram group, is even if you place 10 trades, all right, if you place 10 trades blindly, you didn't even check the market, you didn't look at the market, because here all this I'm doing is blindly. All right, the 2 trade I've placed is I didn't check anything, I didn't watch any market. All right, I won the trade. If you place 10 trades blindly, you have a very high chance of winning at least 6 or 7. All right, that is how crazy this strategy is. All right, you have 70% win ratio, even if you are not watching any markets, you are not watching anything. All right, it is that insane. All right, so, and the reason for that is because the return is very low. Now, another thing we are going to do now, another thing you should do on your phone is just create another tab, sub tab. Actually, I think Chrome can do that. I think Chrome can do this, where you can actually create a sub tab on all. You can create as many tab on, so you'll be able to easily switch like this. All right, and this is the reason this is very important is when you're actually trading, you should actually set all your barrier offset for all the market. Now, this is volatility 10. We're going to be changing this to volatility 25, and here our barrier offset is 0.768, so we're going to be doing 0.77 watts 68 divided by 6.5, 0.118. so we are going to be changing this to 0.118. You see, 17.9%. So everything is just divided by 6.5. All right, you do that for all the volatility index. You do that for 25, you do that for 50, you do that for 75, and you do that for 100 on this sub tab. I think Chrome can do that. You can easily add another tab just like this, so it will be easy for you to just switch through all that. This is volatility 10, this is 25. You can easily switch. You can turn this to 50. You can have 70 and 100 in just this one tab. So it's going to be very easy to just switch through like that. All right, it's going to be very easy to switch through like that. Now this is 0.1921, so we are going to do 0.1921 divided by 6.5, 0.0295. so we're going to put 0.0295. all right, so it's going to change to 17. All right, so average, it should be around 17 to 18%. all right, it shouldn't be more than 18%. all right, so that is just how this works. all right, so and again, the barrier offsets, for the barrier offset, if you want it to be up, like I said, it's going to be, and you're going to be seeing that. I think someone asked a question in the Telegram group telling me that which one is better, like is it for the barrier offset to be up or for it to be down. You're going to be seeing that when we dive into the strategy, because I'm going to be bringing the chart, all right, the chart, volatility index chart on the screen. All right, we are going to be doing a split screen. We're going to be doing something like this. I already have it here. We're going to be doing something like this where you can actually watch the charts. All right, you can actually watch the charts, and you can watch this, and you can actually be placing your trade here. You see how easy it is. All right, with your phone, you can do this with your phone, you can do this with a laptop. You can easily do this and watch your chart and place your trade at the same time. All right, this is actually how we're going to be trading. But we are still going to get back to the chart. We're still explaining the platform, the binary platform, actually. So if you have any question concerning this, all right, you can easily ask in the WhatsApp or Telegram group, or you can send me a DM and I'll easily answer your question. So the next thing we're going to be talking about now, well, I think we've understand this, and the next thing we're going to be talking about is the chart. The chart I just showed you now. We're actually going to be going through the chart, and we're going to be talking about how to the strategy we're going to be using, indicators we're going to be using in the chart, and all that. That is even the most important, because I don't care how easy you think this is, all right, you should not trade this blindly. Why? Because the return is very low. It is very low, and there is a strategy and a money management strategy for this to be able to make good money from this. All right, you should not just trade this blindly. It is highly not advisable for you to do that. You're going to lose your money. So the next thing we're going to be doing is we are going to be talking about the MT5 platform, the charts. We can even check your chart here. You can even click this arrow, you see your chart here, but we're actually not going to be using this chart from the platform. You can do this. We're not using this chart from the platform. We are using the chart from the MT5, and I'm going to tell you why. All right, I'm going to tell you why. Having said that, after we've done the charts, and the next thing we're going to be doing is we are going to be talking about the money management aspect. That is the most important part of this. The money management aspect is the most important part. How you can actually make money from this, because if you should lose this $10, for instance, let's say you have $100, how much are you actually going to be trading with? If you use $10, for instance, you don't want to risk all your money, and you lose the $10, what are you going to use next? All right, so we are going to be talking about that after we've talked about the strategy. Then we're going to be talking about the money management, the most important part. All right, we're going to be stopping this video here, and the next video is going to come probably tomorrow, and we're going to be talking about the charts, and after the charts we're going to be talking about the money management aspect, and we're going to be moving on from there. Thank you. And if you have any question, you can drop. Please, I even want your questions, please, so I can I want everyone to get this. I want to carry everyone along, so your question is highly important. So thank you. Take care.